Kyrie, why do you do what you do, right? Like if the media, it can't be the media taking what you say out of context if exactly what you say is what the media interprets it as, right? You come out on your podcast or you come out on KD's podcast, you don't, you hurt LeBron. I don't even know how you managed to hurt LeBron's feelings. Like, how do you do that? How do you
Who
do that?
does that? Who hurts LeBron's feelings?
Okay, I'm done talking to Kyrie. Yeah,
Go
open
ahead.
it back up. No, that good point, Nigel. How do you even do that? How do you hurt arguably one of the GOAT's feelings and then come out and say it wasn't like that, or if I had anything to say, I'd say it to him. Clearly, it meant him. And then you come out, you call the media pawns. After you get fined $25K, you say, hey, I hope this goes towards marginalized communities, which again is if he, I don't know if he meant it. If he had meant it, yeah, sure. Like that money could be going towards marginalized communities. Like, sure, if you want to put money, put your own money towards marginalized communities. What, like, I just don't understand the disconnect that Kyrie, I think what it is with Kyrie is that, and I'm done talking to Kyrie, by the way, Nigel. You don't have to. I think what it
Okay.
is with Kyrie is that he wants to be so more of a profound thinker than he actually is. He has this embedded version of himself in his head that he's built up over the years. I think it started when people were likening LeBron to his father. I think it's a defense mechanism. I think he has this preconceived notion about himself, and it's just been, like I said, compounded over time. It keeps building and building and building and building and building, and now he just views himself. He's not in reality. The Kyrie we're seeing is not the Kyrie of old, the Kyrie on the Cavs that you and I loved,
Yeah.
right? This is a new Kyrie. This is a much more self-involved Kyrie, a much more selfish Kyrie, a much more what's the word I'm looking for here? Help me out, Nigel. A much more egotistical. I love you, just sugar.
Yeah.
Egotistical Kyrie.
I mean I understand what you're trying to say. It's just
I kind of feel bad for
we're
it. Like, what if we're viewing
we're trying
someone?
to figure it out. So I think that he's just having his mid-career crisis. He's 10 years in the league,
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, what if
or
this is
like
just
just about. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows that he's not a young, he's not a, no pun intended. He's no young buck.
I was about to say,
He's,
young
yeah, you know what
buck.
I'm saying? He knows that whatever team he goes to is getting an injury prone player. He needs some kind of outlet. You know what I'm saying? He needs something going for him, something to keep his name, upheld. It's just I think he figures that his best days are behind him, and I don't necessarily disagree with that. Um, so he's kind of like enlightened now. You know what I'm saying? He's found something better, something to
But
take his mind off that. You know what I'm saying? If you
like,
wanted, if he made the comments, he hopes that $25,000 goes to marginalized communities. Why doesn't he talk to the media?
that's what
And
I'm
then
saying.
when he doesn't get fined, take the money that he would be fined and then give it to marginalized
Right.
communities.
It's like
You know?
that's what I was trying to say earlier. I just couldn't really put it into words. Nigel, you put it perfectly. He wants to be woke, but he's not even really woke on the right issues. Like, he's not going about it the right way. That's what I'm thinking. That's why I wanted to
Yeah.
come in and be a little bit more nice to Kyrie, because I think his heart's maybe in the right place. I think he's just making an ass out of himself.
He
I
is
think he
making an ass
doesn't
out of himself.
realize how to properly act, or how to properly go about things. Like, I think he has this message, or maybe he doesn't even really know what his message is at the moment. That could be entirely possible too.
I think that I think that he's at this point in his career where it's like he's not young anymore, and he realizes that it's more than just about basketball. But he's forgetting that he's still playing basketball. Like he still has a job to go do. He still should be, wanting to get another ring and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and like I said earlier, is I mean, listen, we know the reason we give him hate is like that used to be my favorite player. I used to want a Kyrie Irving jersey. Like I had one at one point. Um, I used to love Kyrie, and then the whole thing with Boston happened, and then so I feel like he's going through this mid-career crisis where it's like he needs an identity,
Yeah.
and um, that's really what he's going for. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a shame, man. Like I'm more into now with, and again, like I get off of work from UPS and I'm just driving home and I hear Stephen A. Smith talking about him going on rants, and the more I think about it and the more I postulate on it, I just think that Kyrie, like you said, he needs an identity, and I think he's going about it the wrong way. So I'm trying to be more thoughtful and respectful because again, we don't also know the guy. You know,
Yeah.
we can sit here all we want and talk and da 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 and postulate, but we don't know the guy for who he is. Um, I think rather than just go on the attack, I think he just needs to play, man. I think he needs to return to playing. I think you know what it is. I think that shoulder injury was the worst thing that could have happened to Kyrie Irving.